Hi good people, welcome back to this week's episode. This is Mama Zulu Health. Today, like I promised you, hii mwaka ni positivity. Haturudi nyuma, no more negative things. No matter how hard life is, bado hatujarudi back to where we were before the COVID started. But at Wogobi, we are still moving on as positive and strong as possible. So today we are going to talk about positive parenting, like I had promised you. And what is positive parenting, by the way? It is no matter how hard life is, and parenting is not easy, by the way. Hey, kwanza ukuwe na wawili watatu, it's not easy. So we want to make it as positive as it is. Try not to focus on those negative things that come with it, but focus more on the positive to make life easier and better as much as we can. So I've been researching a lot on this. Ndio maana mlikuwa mmeona nimenyamaza sana January. I've been doing a lot of research cause niliona during those COVID times watu wengi walikuwa wana fight sana, watoto wameumizwa, sijui suicide nini. But if we make it positive, we get these tips nime come up nazo to learn, to jaribu kuzimplement, we are going to reduce some of these things. Na we pray that life will be better moving on. Number 1, have realistic expectations of your child. Kila age iko na zile behavior una expect za mtoto wako. Kama mimi sahi niko ile terrible 2, ile tunasemanga terrible 2. 2.5 years old, they can be very annoying, but the behavior is quite normal for that age. There's nothing you can do about it. Umetoka car wash, carpet ni ya white, mtoto ametoka nje amecheza na vumbi zake, amekanyanga carpet na viatu. You just feel like slapping them, but then you remember ni 2 years old. You just choose to forgive them, but you keep training them, because with time as they grow watajua and they will respect that. So according to the age of the patient, have normal expectation. Don't over expect your child to do some things that are not of that age, because you might get disappointed and end up hurting the baby for no reason. Number 2, be specific when praising them. Like for example, this is a challenge I've been having. I like giving examples of what I've been through myself. So like for Zulu, I've tried to potty train him, but I've not been successful. So there's this one day aliamka tu akaenda akasusu kwa potty. So I was so happy and I told him, "Yay, good boy, umepupu kwa potty." And he was very happy, and that motivated him. So squeezy anajaribu tu, akikumbuka anaenda na pupu kwa potty. We call it descriptive praise. So whenever your baby does a good thing, specify that good thing they have done is very good and congratulate them for that, so that you motivate them to continue doing that thing. Number 3 is rephrase your statements to be as positive as possible. So for instance, instead of telling your baby, usipomaliza chakula yako sitakupea drawing book uchore. So it sounds quite harsh and threatening. So mtoto atasikia tu ako down, hana mood yake imeisha. But you can rephrase the same statement, umwambie unaona ukimaliza chakula yako nitakupea drawing book uchore. So it's the same statement. It means the same thing, but the way you put it the second time, the latter is more positive and motivating. So the baby will be motivated to finish their food, because they know they will have some time to do their hobby. Number 4, learn to prepare your child for changes. Instead of just telling them, for instance, you want them to go to bed at 8, instead of just telling them when it's 8 p.m. that we need to go to bed, you can prepare them early, like at around 7:45. If they were doing something like a hobby, like let me just use Zulu. Allow me to use Zulu, because the things that we do around here. So he loves drawing a lot. So instead of telling him, akiendelea kudraw namwambia tu kuja twende bed, it doesn't, mtasumbuana, na hiyo kusumbuana ndo tunajaribu kuavoid. So you can tell him, akichora unamwambia, I'll let you, once you finish drawing 2 more cars, for example, tutaenda bed. So in his mind anachora tu akijua sooner or later we'll be going to bed. So when that time comes, nikimwambia twende tulale, already he was prepared that sooner tunaenda bed, and that way hatutasumbuana, hakuna mtu atachapa mwingine na hakuna mtu atasumbua mwingine. So learn to prepare them early, like a few minutes before that time that you want them to do something. Number 5, use routines to help the baby know what to expect. Like for example, kama ni lunch time, mzoeshe kukula at the same time every day. That way, we say when you do something repeatedly, it becomes a habit, na itakuwa easier to do something that you're already used to, rather than leo umemwambia kule saa 7, kesho saa 9, nini hata jua ni time gani ya lunch, na aki-opt hataki kukula hiyo time, then there's nothing you can do. Mtasumbuana, mtachapana, and we don't want that. So mzoeshe kama unataka kulange saa 7, when you give him food at 1 p.m. every day, his mind will register that ikifika hiyo time, hata kama alikuwa huko nje anacheza, they will feel the hunger and the need to eat because time imefika. Same with sleeping time, sleeping patterns, especially that one is very easy. Ukimzoesha kulala saa 2, every time saa 2 utaona hata yeye anaanza kusinzia, and it will be easy for everyone. Number 6, try showing them that their actions have natural consequences. Like for example, there's these babies who like spending a lot of time doing the same thing. Let's say they wear a red t-shirt, then they say, maybe I should have worn a blue one. They keep changing, and maybe you are supposed to go somewhere. Then you can tell them, instead of just harassing them and thinking they are not disciplined, you can tell them, the more time you spend choosing your clothes, the less time you will have to go play at the park. Then they will realize, by the way, just pick my t-shirt at once, then I will have all the time in the world to play at the park. Ama unamwambia no, ukimaliza kukula haraka, the more time una spend, the less time una spend ukikula, utamaliza haraka, and you have all the time to draw your books, nama kufanya ile hobby unapenda, and then they will be motivated to eat much faster, ndo waende wakafanya ile hobby wanataka. Okay, so finally, the last but not least, where possible, let them give them equal choices. But where possible, namaanisha where possible. See it on a Monday morning, you just wake up and ask your baby to choose between going to school and watching cartoon. We all know what they will choose. But sio mimi nikiwa mdogo nilikuwa nachagua going to school as opposed to watching TV. You believe me, don't you? So what I'm trying to say is, when it is possible, like you can ask them, do you want to wear a blue t-shirt or a red t-shirt? That doesn't make a very big difference. It just makes them happy because it makes them feel like their opinion matters, but it doesn't affect like real life decisions. So ndo vile wana grow watajua that making a decision is part of life, and they will make the right decisions. Or you can ask them, tunaenda kwa park, unataka kuvaa sandals ama boots? So they will feel good, they will feel that they are able to make decisions, that their opinion matters, but zile decisions zenye ni critical, then you can make those for them. That is all from Mama Zulu Health today. We are happy that you tuned in. Please remember to subscribe, like, share the video as widely as possible. Alafu tutapatana kwa the next video. Thank you.